In your community, there are people who are extra special. These people go out of their way to perform unselfish acts for others, yet hardly anyone knows about them. We call them the Unknowns. Well, today, that all changes as we take one of the finest unknowns and expose her acts of kindness, making her known. Today, we'll be spotlighting Peach's Neat Feet and volunteer artist, Beth Carpenter. Hey guys, I'm just really excited about today's episode. I think you're going to get a lot out of it. Beth is just a sweet, sweet person that's got a great heart for reaching out to others. And one reason that's dear to me is because my wife went through cancer last year, for those of you who don't know our family. So that's really close to us and our heart and what we want to do in order to help others in the future that's battling the same things that we went through. We know what it's like to get that diagnosis and have that pain and fear that's placed inside of you that shouldn't be. We just want to be able to touch other lives and make a difference. And Beth has the same heart for this, and that's one thing that I've just found myself, being pulled to what she does through Peach's Neat Feet. I'm excited about it. I hope you really enjoy it. So let's go meet Beth and see her paint. Each one of these shoes that you see coming up on the screen represent a story. It's a story about a battle. Some of the battles were lost and some of the battles were won. But behind each pair of shoes that you see is a story of how Peach's Neat Feet provided hope and love. Tell me some of the other diseases that Peach's Neat Feet supports outside of cancer.
Okay. Down syndrome, spinal bifida, cerebral palsy, and Apert syndrome. Those are a few. Sickle cell anemia. There are so many that we've seen just about everything. There's different types of childhood cancer, different communities that we work for, all kinds of special needs.
So Beth, I know that in the past that we've talked about the tattoos on your arm and how that's a conversational starter for Peach's Neat Feet and kind of what you do. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. You want to see it?
Yeah, let me see the arm. Get a close up here.
Okay. This is a Converse star because we paint on Converse. This is my Peach because it's Peach's Neat Feet, my paintbrush, watercolors, and my pencil. And this is a old school Van swoosh, and this says Heart to Soul. And I don't know if you can notice, but the art in heart is bigger. It's more pronounced because it's our heart, our art, to the sole of their foot. So it's spelled SOLE because it's our heart that we put on these shoes, and it goes on the sole of their feet. So when I get asked about it, I'm like a walking, talking advertisement for Peach's Neat Feet. I wanted something to signify the time that I've spent working for Peach and working for these children. And I wanted to always be reminded of what I was allowed to do, what I'm allowed to do every day for these kids.
It's great. It's a great story.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing it.
You're welcome.
So through the years, Beth, so tell me some families. Is there any particular family that sticks out in your mind that this really changed the way you see things, maybe the way you see life or the outlook on life?
Princess Cameron. I had gotten her shoes. I get all of my shoes together in one big box. And I had sorted through my applications. Just picked up the first pair of shoes that were closest to the top of the box and started working my way through the box. And I got to Cameron's shoes, and on her application, in her likes and hobbies, it said that she liked to be referred to as Princess Cameron. So instead of just painting her name, Princess Cameron was painted on her shoes with Cinderella and her little mice. Finished the shoes up, sent them out, and that was that. And I got a message, I think a day later, from Peach, letting me know that Cameron had passed away and they had just laid her to rest. And I thought, oh no, I have shipped her shoes and she has passed away. I didn't make it in time. I didn't get her shoes done in time. And now her mom is fresh from burying her child, and she's going to have a shoebox show up on her doorstep of shoes that her daughter wanted. And she was gone. And I messaged Peach and tried to figure out what we needed to do. And Peach said that she would contact her folks, let them know that it was coming so that they wouldn't be surprised by it, and they could choose whether they opened the shoes right then or waited. And they chose to open the shoes and ended up putting them in a display case. And they carry the shoes camping. They carry the shoes on vacations when they do something with their other children. Cameron's shoes go along, and they've been nicknamed Cameron's traveling shoes when they do fundraisers, because they still give in the community. They still do toy and coloring book and crayon drives for the hospital that Cameron received her treatment in. And a few months ago, they started being shoe fairies for my shoes where they live. They ship the shoes to them, and they deliver shoes to other Peach kids, other cancer kids in their community. So even though they lost their daughter, they've chosen to still remain active in the community that took care of Cameron, and to make sure that the children at the hospital that she received treatment in have toys and coloring books and things to try to brighten their day. But Cameron has definitely, she was the first child that I lost.
Yeah.
The first one of my children. And I found out later that she and I share a birthday. So Jamie and I have decided that every year on my birthday, that one of the way that I want to celebrate my birthday is giving something back somewhere in Cameron's memory.
Jamie's your husband, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yes.
That's great.
It's amazing that a little girl that you've never met in your life, you've just got a picture of her, can make such an impact on your life.
Yeah. And it's amazing that her family was able to take something during the worst time of their life and turn it into something good.
Yes.
And bless other people with it.
And they just had a golf tournament and donated the proceeds to another family with a child struggling right now and fighting cancer. So they have a lot of favorite Peach families, a lot of favorite Peach parents, but Jen and Paul definitely stand out in my mind and are a big influence. They're a big influence on me, and there's not a pair of shoes that I pick up to paint that I don't keep in mind that I need to not be lazy doing them. I need to get them done because there's a little person waiting on them, and I don't ever want to be late. I don't ever want to be late again.
Yeah. And you do this as a volunteer, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, Peach is very good to me, though. She's been very thoughtful, not only with me, but with my family.
Right.
She, things that people wouldn't find much value in, she sends me thank you notes and writes me little notes on things when I get my shipments, and those little special personal touches that she took, 5 minutes, 10 minutes out of her day to jot me down a little note are more priceless to me than a 5-figure income.
Right.
That's thought, and it comes from the heart, and it's not just something that she bought. She took her time to do it, and those are things. I've kept envelopes. It sounds kind of odd, but I've kept envelopes. She's jot little notes, little inspirational stuff to me, and stuff to let me know that she appreciates me and she appreciates my hard work. And to me, that's worth more than making a paycheck weekly at a 9 to 5.
That's right. Yeah. It sounds like she's a great person.
She is. She is a very young lady, much younger than I, but I have learned more from her than I have a lot of the older folks that I know, because she's pure heart.
Right.
Everything she does is with the best of intentions, and there's heart and thought behind everything that she does. And I think she just wants to make everyone that she knows feel appreciated and loved and cared about, and she most definitely does.
Yeah. So through this broadcast, if there's anybody that's touched by this that wants to try to give back to maybe support Peach and what she's doing with her nonprofit, do you know of anything that they could do?
Yes, you can sponsor shoes. All of this can be done on the website, Peach's Neat Feet. You can just donate. She, from time to time, does what is called Peach Bombs. If she's got a child that's inpatient and is going to be in the hospital for some time away from family and friends, and she sends them packages full of their favorite things, their snacks, and thoughtful stuff, again. And you can also volunteer to paint. If you have a knack for painting, there's information on there. She can always use help with shipping. She just lost a big shipping sponsor that shipped all of our shoes for free, all 50 states, all over the place. She'll not have her shipping sponsor come November, so she could probably use help with shipping the shoes. There's tons of ways to give back, and a lot of those options you'll be able to find on her website to kind of let you know, or you can help with her mission, with these little kids.
Hey guys, I'd like to reiterate what these shoes actually do for these kids. So is it not only a cool pair of shoes that they get to keep and a new shoes, but it also gives them confidence as they step back into the classroom. They find themselves being able to start up conversations through the shoes with children that might not have accepted them back into the classroom as they should have. So this gives them confidence in that way, and it's just something that I found very inspirational. So thanks for watching The Unknowns. If there's anyone in your community that you would like to expose, then do so by emailing us at theunknownstvshow@gmail.com.